Hi guys, how are you doing today? A little bit of different kind of video for today, as I want to talk to you guys a little bit about self-esteem and about how you can stop caring so much about what other people might think of you. Now, it's a bit of a raw video. I want to try to make this, with the least amount of cuts because I don't want it to be perfect, so bear with me. On social media, you always see these people, on Instagram and on YouTube, you see these people who seem to have it all figured out. They run around in the perfect landscapes and the sceneries, taking photos and making videos with the best possible gear, and they don't seem to have a care in the world. They just do their thing without a problem. But that couldn't be further away from the truth. Because everyone has their own problems. Everyone is a bit of a mess. But on social media, they only show you the side that is, good, that's perfect, that is in perfect order, because that's easy to portray. You just have to clean up one corner from your room or from your house, from your studio, and you don't have to show the stuff and the trash lying behind the camera, behind the scenes, because you don't have to show it. But the fact that everyone is a bit of a mess and everyone has their own problems is the exact reason why you don't have to care so much about what other people might think of you. Let me give you an example from my own life. I was 16 when I first realized that I don't need to care about other people's opinions. I don't need to care about what other people might think of me. We were talking about this same subject with a friend of mine. We were ditching school, we were sitting around in the city center at the time, and there was a stage, and there still is a stage at the center of the city, this kind of where they have gigs and shows and everything like that. And from somewhere came the idea that if I would go out on that stage right now in the middle of the day, if I would jump on the stage and scream from the top of my lungs, I bet that no one would even look up. At least not for more than 3 seconds or so. And my friend looked at me and he said, I dare you. So I jumped out on that stage. I screamed from the top of my lungs and watched how people reacted. There were a handful of people who just looked up for me, for 3 seconds or so, and then they moved on with their lives. They went back to their own problems and their own things. And that was the moment when I realized that I really don't need to care about what other people might think of me. Because in the end of the day, they don't know me. They don't know who I am. They don't know anything about me. And why should I care about their opinions? It doesn't matter. So don't think for 1 second that you have to have it all figured out before you start something. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't think for 1 second that because you didn't graduate or you don't have a diploma or a steady job that you would be any less than anyone else. Because you're not. Don't think for 1 second that everyone else on YouTube and on Instagram have everything figured out. Because they don't. No one has. And don't think for 1 second that after you made it to 100,000 followers or subscribers on your channel that everything will be okay. Because the fact is that those 100 that you might have now are way more important than the 100,000 that come after it. If you're unhappy about something in your life, you gotta start making changes. You don't have to do it all at once because that requires a huge amount of energy, and sometimes you are just in a situation that you need all the energy just to get out of bed, and to make coffee in the morning. But start with small things. Small little things, one at a time. And over time, those small things, those small streams, they turn into a bigger river, and you find that you're way more happier than what you were a month ago or 6 months ago or a year ago. One thing at a time, little by little. And remember that you are the best possible version of yourself, so pay no attention to anyone who's trying to say otherwise. Because everybody is a mess. And it's okay to be a mess. I'll see you guys next week.